human-robot teaming stuff. And as you can see, we have Hugh over here that has quite a boisterous personality. And we're looking at things like how does the personality of a robot affect people's willingness to interact with it, to trust it, and then just kind of the teaming, right? And so you have a Cosmo here that can do a variety of tasks, things like stacking the blocks, moving around. It also has facial recognition software. And so looking at how people will team with a robot to accomplish even just simple tasks like you have with this block stacking.
On the top of my head to skip straight to the game. I love pushing buttons, but you know what? Yeah, here's your chance to push mine. So, like an old nasty lollipop and a jumped up couch, you're gonna have to stick with me.
Where we do a lot of our virtual reality and mixed reality, also augmented reality tests. And so what Andrew's wearing now is what's known as a Microsoft HoloLens, and it's an augmented reality system. And so he can see out in the real world, but this system is actually projecting images and holograms into his real world. And so one of the things you can do with this is start looking at kind of next level information communication. One of the suggestions is you could have things like this in surgery rooms. So the actual surgeons can not only get information, but you could have the augmentation of machine vision and inclusion of things like pattern recognition for issues that may be a problem down the road, so the surgeons can attend to them in that surgery. You also have the opportunity to sync this up such that I could display maps for a whole bunch of people and they can all see the same map and point to it. You get kind of that futuristic look of expanding the maps and moving things around in ways that you don't necessarily get with just the typical 3D sandbox in the real world. So this is our more typical lab environment where we have participants sitting in front of a computer and conducting various experiments. This one that Amber's doing now is looking at how does the design of a robot affect people's willingness to put it in harm's way. So what she's trying to do here is find various bombs placed throughout this environment and diffuse them. If she gets too close to them without diffusing them, they'll explode and damage the robot. So we're taking a look at how does the robot's appearance, how does it looking more like a human affect her willingness to actually diffuse these bombs and to take the risks associated with, for example, moving through the environment unencumbered by concern for the actual diffusal process. So this is our HTC Vive, or virtual reality headset, and this allows us to put folks in fully immersive training environments and interaction environments. So now we can start getting out to the real world and look at human-machine teaming in really dynamic and unique ways. Moving out of the typical lab environment where they're just sitting in front of a computer and they're actually interacting with their environment and can be doing a lot more complex tasks than we could normally get in just a lab environment. Looking at human interactions with automated decision aids. And so what Andrew's doing right now is going through a series of X-ray screening tasks where he has to make a determination whether to search the bag because he thinks there's a weapon, or to clear the bag if he thinks that there's no weapon. So he's also getting a recommendation from an automated decision aid saying whether that automated decision aid thinks it sees a bomb or not. So we're looking at, over time, how does Andrew's trust in that automated decision aid change as a function of its success, of its failure, and then just the duration of the task.